Hello and welcome all bards and barbarians to Roll for Rations, a series inspired by Roll for Sandwich where I let the dice decide what recipe I'm making for you today. Thanks everyone who voted last week for the color of the base. Clearly green won, so now let's focus on the bottom of the pool. I'm thinking like a lime green or a yellow type vibe. What do we think? Comment down below what color this should be. Today we'll be using these swirly red, black, and gold dice. I've had these forever. I think these might be the set I bought after the first set of solid red. I love the way they feel, and I still use them to this day. Let's go ahead and roll our D4 to determine which cookbook we'll be cooking from today. Looks like a 3, Culinary Brodown by Josh Scherer. The book that started it all. I love this book for the sheer bravery Josh shows, and even his most disgusting recipes. A lot of this book is drunken eats, but I love it very much. Shouts out Josh at Mythical Kitchen. You're my hero. These tabs on top dog ear our 6 recipes, so let's go ahead and roll a d6 to determine which recipe we'll be making from Culinary Brodown. That's a 2. Let's see what that monstrosity is going to be. Barbecue beef stick pizza bagels. Huh. Okay. Not too excited for this one, I won't lie. Let's remember our wild magic roll from last episode. I rolled a 2, which is Butterfinger's Field. The first utensil I pick up is unusable for 2 minutes. That's going to suck. Alright, we know the recipe, we know our wild magic debuff, so let's go get the ingredients together. You're going to need barbecue sauce, a red onion, plain bagels, mozzarella cheese, jalapenos, cilantro, and 1 big old Slim Jim. Sasquatch if you can find it, but I got Monster. Now before we read that first step, let's go ahead and roll our challenge die, which is a D6. We got a 4, which is no measure. Easy peasy. Let's start by preheating the oven to 375, and then we're just going to grab our bagel halves and squirt some barbecue sauce on them. Then I'll use this I guess a knife to spread this around. Then just add your mozz right on top. Time for step 2, so it's time for our second challenge roll. A 1. Oven mitts. Great. Notoriously, if you've watched any Kooky Kitchen video, you know I hate oven mitts and tong hands. Least favorite challenges by far. This next step requires us to unsheath our Slim Jim as if it were a magical sword in our adventure, but our damn hands won't allow us to do so. I thought it was hard locked here till I realized I could use the knife to cut it open, and even then I was challenged. For the purposes of sanitation and safety, I'm going to say we're done with the mitts for now, and slice up the Slim Jim, red onion, and some jalapenos. You're going to throw them on top of your sauced and mozzed bagel halves, and we're ready for our last step. Alright, final D6 roll today, we got tong hands. Didn't I just mention how much I freaking hate tong hands? Ugh. Anyway, struggle to preheat your air fryer to 375, even though you said to do that in the first step, and throw them bad boys in there for 10 to 15 minutes. Voila, whatever this is. Garnish with some cilantro. Alright folks, I'm trying to muster the excitement for this, but it's seemingly impossible. I just don't really like barbecue pizza stuff, and on top of that, this just seems like it's going to give me heartburn. But let's give it a shot, though. Okay, not the worst thing I've ever tasted. The barbecue sauce is doing a lot of heavy lifting here, for sure. It's almost like all you can taste, to be honest. This feels excessive for what it is, if I'm being completely candid here. Let's go ahead and rate this thing. On time, we'll go with an 8. It was quick, but it could have been quicker for this outcome. For ease, we'll go with a 9. It was easy, I can't lie. For taste, we're going to go with a 5. It just did not do it for me, but it's not like bad per se. That gives it a total of a 7 out of 10. Before we go, let's go ahead and roll next episode's Magic Wild die. We got an 8, Gravity Shift. You must cook 1 full step while sitting down. Okay, gotcha. See you next time, Rationers.